Yo! What is happening, guys? Thank you so much for joining me for yet another video. If you don't know by now, my name is Coach Sanawe Koni, and in today's episode, we're going to be looking at one of the physical elements of the game. We've got agility, we've got coordination, we've got balance, we've got speed, but a very important factor is the strength, the physical strength that you as a player has. So let's go into a video where we talk about conditioning yourself to be strong inside a football game. This is another episode that has been brought to you by Ball Talent. Now, to get yourself put on the map, get yourself recorded, get yourself seen by scouts from all over the world, go on to Ball Talent so that you can get put in the limelight and make your way to the next stage of your career. Let's go!
You know, for me, it's all about performance.
What is strength training? By definition, strength training is simply the muscle reacting against a given force. Whether that force is your body weight, resistance bands, water, kettlebells, or weights itself, those all form a part of strength training. Now, the second question becomes, at what age do you begin strength training? Now, I already know. If you perceive strength training to simply mean weight training, you've probably got a negative thought process towards young athletes doing strength training. But if you've got a conditioning coach who is qualified and they know what they are doing, for me, I believe you can start strength training with kids as soon as they turn 9 or 10 years of age, dependent on their conditions or any preconditions that may have happened to them. What's important to remember with strength training is that it is a force against the muscle. So that force can be body weight, that force can be resistance band, and that force can be weights. But very important is the load, the repetitions, and the rest in between. I myself can also injure myself if I overload my workout. And it's the same way with kids. The weight training or the strength training simply needs to be guided to match the appropriate load with the appropriate reps and the appropriate rest. Very important is how those loads, reps, and rest will have to change based on your age as well as where in the season you are. So in your periodization plan that your coach should have for you, where in the season are you? Are you in your off season, your pre-season, or are you in competition phase? Those loads and rests and reps, they will have to be adjusted depending on where exactly you are in. Another very important question to ask yourself when you are embarking on a strength program is exactly what type of program. You can't have a bodybuilding program for you simply because you cannot bulk up too much where you become immobile, because you still need to be able to move around the field freely without feeling the strain of your body pulling you back down. But as well as you cannot have one that makes you simply too weak, because when it comes to those moments of impact and contact, you need to be able to engage in that physical battle. So for me, what is appropriate for a soccer player is embarking in a strength endurance program. Now, this program is light to moderate intensity with as well as light to moderate repetition. So this allows you to build your muscles in a way where they can feel the strength and they can get the gains right, but as well as not put too much weight on your body. Besides your strength program coming to impact your size or your gains, it is very important that it impacts your performance. That, I mean, in football, you're working a lot between the anaerobic and aerobic systems. So your muscles need to be able to operate with that fast twitch movement as well as that slow twitch movement. But whatever you're doing, make sure that the regime and the exercise program is designed so that you are working in between those fast twitch movements as well as slowing down but never coming to a complete halt, so that you're always ready to jolt and get off and go. So what we're going to do now is have a look at a couple of exercises that I have used for my players and in my programs so that they can stay fit, especially over this pandemic period. I just got out a lot of programs for players so that they can be active when they are coming back. These are exercises that require minimal equipment, can be done at home. So even now, going into the festive, here's a little something for you to take home.